Get a little water. Go ahead and tell the audience who you are and what you do.
Oh, hi guys. So I'm Nichole. I'm the one who does Joy's makeup.
She's incredible. She's done all my red carpet looks, Trump dress, Grammys, except for this year's Grammys because it was in New York. But a ton of other red carpet looks I've done as well. Basically, when my makeup is looking extra fly, it's Nichole Ray.
Yeah, so today we're going to actually have a really fun look. It's
kind of rainbow. What do you call this?
Rainbow-esque.
So by the way, I'm going to the red carpet premiere of Taco Stand with Danny Trejo and a bunch of other actors. The guy who's from Teen Wolf, forgot his name already. I think it's Posey. His last name is Posey. Tyler Posey. If I remember that. But he's a cutie. And I'm going to do the red carpet.
So I'm getting ready for it. Today's look is very different. So if it looks crazy in the process, it's all good. It's going to all come together.
Come together.
Yeah, I normally never have my clients watch while I'm doing their makeup because it just looks crazy and then they get freaked out. They're like, wait, what's happening?
What's happening? How come my face looks like that? Here, I'm gonna bring this closer.
Pull it.
Yeah, pull it in so people can hear us and they can see. Nichole always has the best brushes set up. Look at this. Super neat. Yeah, that's good. Hi, we got Hydro Man. He's always on my live. I got my great live crew. So we got, 6 people. It's just a random, unannounced stream, but I like to bring you guys into my life. And there was a great reaction from when I was doing my own makeup, getting ready for Loyola University to sing national anthem earlier this week. And people were like, oh, I love it. You're so real. Because I was just chatting and doing my makeup.
Yeah.
Oh, this is good. Yeah. Well, the light is really good here, actually.
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm going to be doing like a floating cut crease. I know that might sound like gibberish, but it just pretty much means like what I'm doing right now. And then I'm going to carve it out and then it's going to be like disconnected.
It's a disconnected floating. Then we have more viewers. So guys, you may not be that interested in the makeup. And it's not going to be as active as a live as I'm not going to be taking a bunch of questions, but feel free to jump in, jump out, share this. I just want to show you what it looks like you're getting ready with me.
Yeah, when you're not getting yourself ready. Normally when anytime that Joy has a red carpet where there's press and all of that, that's where I come in. It was funny when me and Joy first met. It was for the Grammys.
That's right.
Like 3 years ago.
2015.
And she was like, I'm going to do my own makeup. I'm like, no.
Oh, I know. Little did I know.
We'd be together forever.
Exactly. Yeah, you're the one. You're like, no, girl. You need someone to do your makeup. I'm going to come do your makeup. I'm like, okay. And
you do not do Grammys by yourself.
I'm such a DIY. I'm really actually known for DIY. I've had people come in and, if you don't work with me, you don't know how much stuff I actually do. And yeah, I have a team. I have an assistant. I have a husband who takes my photos. I've got, a publicist, but a lot of stuff you see, I create myself because that is the beauty of being an independent artist. There's some things though you shouldn't do yourself, like red carpet makeup.
Yeah.
With those cameras, those flashes, lights flashing.
Yeah.
You cannot do it yourself.
Like, you want to look like flawless.
When I go on TV, I mean, I can do my makeup for TV. It's that I know pretty damn well. But I'm always happy when there's a makeup artist there. In fact, I want that to happen. What kind of dress are you going to wear? You will see. I might just show you guys. It's not going to be anything political. Just going to be really fun and high fashion-y, with bold colors. Just a fun look.
Yep.
And I'll show you guys, though, if I have time. Red carpet starts at 6:30. It's right here in Hollywood at the ArcLight. There'll be a lot of security in case you guys want to show up. Stalkers, just kidding. Don't show up, but...
Watch the movie.
Yeah, go show up and watch the movie. I mean, it is a premiere, so anyone can show up and watch. It's called Taco Stand, and it's about a guy who runs a small taco stand, and he has to fight like corporate interests and the government and want to take over the taco stand and make it like a huge buyout instead of being an independent, like mom and pop stand. So it sounds fun. It's a comedy. It's got a lot of character actors. Eric Roberts is in it, the character actor of all character actors. He was recently on the cover of, was it not Vogue? It was Vanity Fair. Finally getting his comeuppance. You know, Eric Roberts has been doing it for a minute and a half. And he was on the cover along with Nicole Kidman and all the glamorous Oprah, that pull-out one.
Okay.
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan is my future husband.
Is he married?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
He's about to get divorced.
I just love him so much.
Yeah.
He's so beautiful. He just needs to hire me to do his men's grooming. I'll be with him every day. Might turn into something else.
That would be a beautiful, like, beauty. What is it? The Beautician and the Beast? Do you remember that movie?
Yes.
You would be like that. Like, you know, you do his grooming and then he falls in love with you. That would actually be a beautiful movie.
Amazing, actually. Would so be
and then
wonderful.
He's not talking like this. Friend, yes, a dresser.
I couldn't stand her voice. I'm like, oh gosh.
Hi, I always liked that voice. But she was hilarious. Friend dresser. She's so funny. The nanny. She always played the same character. The Beautician and the Beast. That's one of my favorite movies.
Did you see, what is it? The Beauty in the Briefcase?
Have you seen that one? What is that?
It's with Hilary Duff. That one's an old one too.
Oh my gosh. Our childhood. Yeah, I saw The Beautician and the Beast at a sleepover when I was like 9 years old. And it was just like, ooh, I'm at a sleepover. My parents were super strict. They wouldn't let us go do sleepovers until I was like 9 or 10. I think I did one when I was like 8. But other kids are like 5 going to sleepovers. But my parents were hyper concerned about, well, you know, weirdness in other people's homes. I'll be honest, my mom was like super over concerned about me possibly getting molested as a kid. It's awful to think about. She's like, you don't know whose brother, whose cousin. I'm like, Mom, stop it. Who's, you know, friend, who you don't know. Like, she might be like trusting the mom and the dad and the kids, but you know, you don't. Her whole reasoning was you never know who's just going to come over and molest the kids, basically. I'm like, thanks, Mom. I'm 8 years old. Don't tell me this stuff.
I was opposite. I was a homebody that wouldn't go to anything.
Oh, you wouldn't go?
No. And thank God I speak a different language because, and nobody spoke my language. So I would call my mom and
don't tell anybody what your language is. What? You guys have to guess what language. What other language does Nichole Ray speak? If you win, I try to go to everyone live stream that enjoy, even on Twitch. I'm sick right now with how we're changing so much in my state. Oh, thank you for doing it. All right, you guys have to guess. Italian. Oh, Natasha says Italian. No. Keep guessing. You guessed it right. I'm going to give you something. I'm going to give you a shout out on Twitter or YouTube or Facebook. I will give you a personal shout out. I'll say whatever you want me to say, unless it's against my morals. Irish? What is Irish? Irish? Is that what you mean, Hydroman? They're guessing. You guys guess it.
Not Irish.
Yeah, I think they're saying Irish. Yeah, not Irish. Okay, you guys have to guess. Who can guess? The first person to guess what language Nichole speaks besides English. It's a foreign language. I'm surprised somebody Hebrew. Ooh.
No.
See, they're like smart though. I'm thinking everyone's gonna say Spanish.
I know, right?
Nobody says it's not Spanish. Yeah.
That ain't it.
Gaelic, somebody said.
No.
Wow. Oh my gosh, you guys, who's gonna guess it? This is exciting. What is that? Chinese?
No, not Chinese.
Not Chinese.
And English is my second language. I learned English when I moved to the United States.
Ooh. So where?
I know I sound totally American.
Right. Yeah, you don't even have an accent. That's the thing. They're probably like, what? Where is Nichole originally from? Where she was born. You were born there, right?
Yeah.
You were born here and then you were born there and then your family moved to America.
That is correct. Well, my dad's American.
Her dad is
My
American.
mom's still not an American citizen.
Russian.
Nope, not Russian.
British speak English.
They just
Hydroman. They just speak with an
Portuguese,
accent.
Guam, no.
Ooh. What is Guam? What's the language of Guam?
I don't know.
Guamanese. Guamatala mama. Guamataya mama. This is getting good. Portuguese.
No. Okay.
So she is half by blood and by ancestry. I mean, well, by ancestry and blood are the same thing, but by citizenship, right? You have a dual citizenship.
I have dual citizenship. Yes, I do.
So her mom is this.
Don't say it.
I'm not going to say, is this country by blood. So she's by blood this country and by citizenship. Because, you could be like, if Portuguese, but you were just born in Portugal, but you're not like half Portuguese blood or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, she's like literally half genetics and bicultural. She's bicultural, guys.
Hawaiian, my spelling bad, have her speak a sentence. No, because they might have a translator on.
Everybody will know. They're like getting that Google Translate up into the speakers. See, my followers are smart. It's a good one, though. I wouldn't necessarily guess.
It's a smaller country.
Ooh.
French, Venezuela. No.
Venezuelan. Ooh.
No.
They're getting exotic, though.
It's an exotic country, and it's small. But we're known for our beautiful people.
Ooh, obviously. Look at Nichole. Known for your beautiful people. What else are you known for?
Our height. But I got my dad's side. The height.
None of that.
The height in my country, almost all men and women are over 6 feet.
Wow. Is that true?
Yes.
That's the average? So I'm considered short in your country. I'm 5'10".
Yep.
I mean, with my height, my hair, and if I wear shoes, I'm 6 feet. Because my hair is a good 2 inches. And if I'm wearing, heels, forget about it. But my natural height without my hair is 5'10". So I'm a shorty. I would think, I would be guessing it by now. If you gave me all these clues, English is her second language, even though you can't tell. So don't try to listen in on the accent because
there is none.
There is none. She has an American accent. It's pretty crazy. She has more American accent than I do.
What is it? Slovakian?
Czechoslovakian.
No.
Ooh, close. No, I'm just kidding.
Is it close?
No, it's not. It's not close at all. I'm just trying to throw them off. Palau. Ooh, you guys are getting my bucket list. New Zealand?
Nope.
What language do they speak in New Zealand?
English. Isn't it just English? Like
Maori.
With the accent?
I think they're trying to say like Maori. You could be half Maori. You could be part Maori, actually. Maori people look different.
Should I give another clue?
Give another clue. Do you guys want another clue? You guys are guessing.
Do you guys want another clue?
Spanish?
No.
Natasha?
Yes, no.
Okay, so if you guess, let me just up the stakes, though. If you guess, I will give you a shout out. You get to pick either any social media accounts. I will give you a personal shout out. I'll say whatever you want me to say within restrictions, obviously, unless it's against my morals.
They want another clue.
Another clue.
Okay, so another clue is in my country, my hair, I colored my hair dark. My natural hair color is blonde. And our country has just about only blondes and blue eyes.
It's so easy now. You're giving them a huge clue. If you guys don't get this, I'll look at Norwegian. Oh,
you getting close?
Finish?
Norwegian getting close. Sweden! JLB4288 got it right.
Oh,
Sweden.
Sweden.
Hej allihopa, jag är från Sverige!
Sweden, svensk. Oh my gosh.
I am a Viking.
She's a Viking girl. Do you see I always have Vikings around me? I married a Viking. My makeup artist is a Viking. She is Swedish. You were born in Sweden.
Born in Sweden.
Born in
I'm from Gothenburg,
Yeah.
Sweden.
Gothenburg. Yeah. And Malmo how far is that from Gothenburg?
It's a couple of hours actually. My sister lives there.
I was gonna say because you always go back to Malmo, but that's where your sister lives.
Yeah.
And Denmark. So you guys
Denmark
know
is
married
only-
to Dane. It's 20 minutes away. Copenhagen.
Yeah, 20 minutes away from me.
On the train. 20-minute train ride from Malmo. And I've never been. And I kind of sort of live in Denmark.
Yeah, don't you?
I mean, we have a house there. We used to go there a lot more. I love Copenhagen, but our house is in Aarhus, which is, it's the second largest city, but it's like living in Bakersfield compared to Los Angeles. What the hell am I going to do in Bakersfield? You know what I'm saying? No shade to you bakers.
Look that way.
This way. So it's like a college city, and it is cool, and I love it. When I went to Denmark, it's been 5-6 years ago now, but it's not.
She must have beautiful feet. Actually, they really are. They look like diamonds right now.
They are actually gorgeous. What is that, a Swedish thing too? I don't know about these.
I don't know.
Swedish porn fetishes. Just kidding. Yes, I don't know. That's actually the joke that my husband and I always say. I said, let's watch a movie. He's like, we're going to watch some Swedish porn. And I'm like, why do you always say Swedish porn? We're not even watching porn. We're Netflixing, but it's just hilarious. And he's like, Swedish porn. I'm like, yeah. I mean, that's like, Svensk, yeah.
Oh, I should have given a clue like the Disney movie that's made off my country is Frozen. That would have totally given it away.
Sweden.
It's Swedish and Norwegian.
Oh, Swedish and Norwegian. Yeah. Hi.
You're the guy in the sauna. Yeah. Hello.
Oh, yeah. Hello. That's like your uncle. That's Nicole's uncle. Both y'all laugh out loud. Oh my gosh. Yeah, good job, Jib. So, Jib, what do you want me to say? Gorka tribe. Is Gorka Swedish? Gorka tribe.
I have no idea.
Nobody knows where Sebastian Gorka is from. He's like from some mixed Eastern European bomb shelter.
The live action Tarzan, the guy who plays Tarzan is Swedish. And if you've seen The Greatest Showman, the girl who sings like a freaking nightingale
There's some great
is
Swedish. Singers. Ooh, she knows her culture, y'all. She got them Swedes on lock.
ABBA, 18.
Oh boy, here we go.
Mamma Mia.
Here I go again. She's about to spout every single thing that any Sweden on earth has done. Because that's how the Scandinavians do it, you guys. They're so full of themselves. Hello.
What did you call me?
Yeah, you could totally do it. You should be like the Swedish, like hello, with blonde braids. But that's a German beer girl. I'm thinking of.
No, it's Swedish
that's a Swedish too. Yeah, like hello with the like push-up bra and the little skirts and.
Yeah, I have pictures of me like that. Not with the boob thing, but when I was younger with my braids.
And then with your
my crown.
I learned about Swedish culture through American Girl dolls. There's a Swedish girl, and I read the books on all the American girls. Samantha was my jam. I had the Samantha doll. She's Victorian, British, my fave of all of them. But I loved Addie, who is American, African American. But there was a Swedish. I forgot her name. There was Molly, who was
Your
American.
stream is buffering.
Oh, it is. Oh.
I said Swedish a few seconds before, but spelled it wrong.
Natasha, no! She spelled it wrong. How do you spell Swedish wrong?
Are you sure? I think it said Norwegian. But Norwegian is Norwegian is Norway, not Swedish.
No.
I mean, our language is very similar. It's like English here in America speaking to an English person in London is Norwegian and Swedish. It's like just a heavy extreme accent of Swedish.
And Danish too is kind of, right? You can understand Danish?
Nah, Danish is like a whole other ball game.
Oh, my husband said it's like Swedish. Hey, here we go.
No.
Baby, I just
They're
had.
not the same.
Come here, baby. He hates,
He's like, no.
Swedish stuff. I don't know what's wrong with Danes and Swedes hating each other. They're like, I can't even tell them apart. But
No, the Swedes love the Danes. The Danes hate the Swedes.
is that true, Nichole?
Yes.
Oh, why are you hating? Sweden's huge. Maybe you guys jealous. They got more land than us.
Size.
Ooh, it's not how you work.
I always went over to Denmark to go
Such a
swimming in the indoor pool halls. They were my favorite.
Wait, honey, can you come back here and speak some Danish?
No.
How close is Danish to Swedish? Isn't it 30%? For helvete. Kæftman. Copenhagen. So I say Copenhagen in Danish is pronounced Copenhagen.
You said for helvete, which is like,
Oh, see that?
it's like,
For fuck's sake.
yeah, that's kind of
For
how.
helvete.
You can't really translate
For
exactly
helvete.
because it doesn't make any sense in English, but it's like for fuck's sake, pretty much, yes.
Yeah, and Kæftman. You say that?
Yes.
Like hell, man, or something, right? Like shit, man.
And then like in Swedish, there's like fy fan, which is like, what the fuck?
Fy fan.
Yes.
Oh, I like that. Fy fan.
Fy fan.
Fy fan.
And no matter, it depends on how mad you are, how high pitched it is.
Fy fan. It's like your extra piss.
Open your eyes.
Like fy fan. Maybe not that mad.
Look down in that way.
I like languages with pitch changes because I'm a singer. So, you know, feel fun, feel fun. Your dad's like, feel fun, feel fun, feel fun, feel fun. You're like, oh shit, my dad's super mad right now. That would be your mom.
That's
She
my
starts
mom.
off
Oh my god, when my mom gets mad and she goes on her rants, I'm like, I can't with you
in
right now.
Swedish.
Yeah.
You need to film that. That'd be hilarious.
When my
I
friends
want to
are
hear a Swedish mom who's
Go
pissed go off in some Swedish.
my mother.
Feel fun.
I would have friends around when my mom would get mad and she'd go off and they're just like, what's your mom saying? I'm like, I just can't.
Why is it easier to learn bad words as foot soldier? It's so true, isn't it? Well, because it's practical. We all want to learn how to cuss. It's useful.
I only know all the bad words in Spanish. I know like the basics of Spanish,
Mm-hmm.
but I learned all the bad words first.
Vato. No, you know, puta, puta,
Yeah.
puta, puto. I know a lot of bad words in a lot of languages too. I'm not anti-cussing. I don't cuss when I do stuff, like when I'm cognizant that people will get offended, I don't cuss. Like when I'm on TV, obviously I'm not cussing. But when I do a podcast, when I do a live thing like this, where the FCC is not here, and where I'm like really myself, I cuss. But, you know, I think it has its place. I don't think cussing in itself is bad because it's a stress reliever and people who
It's a
cuss,
form of expression.
it's expression and you can be like, fuck. But I also realize, you know, being raised very strict Christian and knowing that like it can be offensive to a lot of people. And I don't use God's name in vain. Like I don't use like really raunchy cuss words where you're like, you know, basically shaming God's name, where you're like Jesus and then you put the F word inside and you say Christ. I'm like, like, come on, like that's offensive, you know?
Yeah, no.
But sometimes I'll be like, Jesus, but I'm saying it like, Jesus, help me. I'm like, Jesus, please help me.
My favorite words are shit and fuck.
Well,
I say it all the
I like
time.
when you say that. Yeah.
Jam Joy is looking good. Joy fine as
Oh,
I have
no.
a social question.
Tyrone, Dash the
That
God.
was
Lord
Miller's
knows I would put a
Nora.
baby in her. Damn. Not with my IUD and my husband. Just kidding. Getting real. Thank you, Tyrone. I take this as a big compliment. Yeah, she's a queen. Always on the lookout for some queen bee. Hope she makes some house music. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Everyone cusses on say they can't. Some say they can't. Everyone cusses. You're either doing it privately or publicly. I used to shout in my room. It's kind of crazy. When I was a kid, because you weren't allowed to cuss in my house, but I would do it when I was super mad. So people are liking it. Damn, Joy's looking good. See, this is working. This look is working. Thanks, guys. Okay, so who was it who won? Jib?
Yeah.
Oh, Taxa. He said thank you. Taxa.
Where?
Jib 4288. He's learning Swedish.
Where is it?
It's
I don't
right
see
at the
it.
top.
Taxol. Are you trying to say thank you?
Manga tak.
Thank you is tak. And then
I know it's the same in Danish.
Thank you so much is tack så mycket.
Ooh, tack så mycket.
Yeah.
I like Swedish. See, Swedish rolls off the tongue much easier and more pleasantly than Danish. You're like tack så mycket.
Yeah, well, because Danish has the
yeah,
has
like, and it's also you don't really pronounce it. It's hot holes in your mouth. Danish is kind of weird. It's kind of cool.
And
though.
Dutch is like
yeah, and they have rolling. Don't you roll some things in Swedish?
Yeah, we roll our R's.
I'm like, oh, that's cool. That sounds completely different than Danish. Danish is you just mumble. If you mumble, you're speaking Danish basically.
Well, that's popular right now, the mumble rappers.
I was just gonna say that. They're speaking Danish. They're actually speaking a real.
I don't know what they're speaking.
Oh wow,
they're all popular. You're like, what?
It's ridiculous.
What did you just say?
They're too stoned. Don't do drugs, kids. That's what happens. Like, yeah, but you make money. Yeah, but you're gonna lose it when you're that doped up. You got more problems.
More money, more problems. Life of a lady.
I got 99 problems. But my money ain't one of them. Look at it. But my eyeshadow ain't one of them.
Nah, bruh. No, bruh.
This is awesome. This is red carpet look.
How come blacks don't talk enough about black on black crime? Everybody talks about that.
Yeah. I mean, it is talked about. It's just not enough is being done about it. I think.
Yeah.
So I was like, it needs to be changed. Definitely. The yellow is nice on you. Jag kissa min fira tills dan stanka. Dude, everybody's speaking Swedish now. Nichole, look at you, dude.
Jag kissar min fitta tills
Uh-oh, they say fisa?
What?
Uh-oh, that's something.
It says, I'm kissing my feet
oh.
till it stinks. Is that what?
Thank you, foot soldier. Thank you. So we got some secret messages to Nichole about her feet. I didn't know y'all had a Swedish foot fetish up in here. Finding some new things about my fans here. It's cool. I enjoy it. I can hang with it.
I want to put some glitter in your cut crease.
Oh, thank you.
Some glitter.
What look are you trying to go for? So we are going for the independent artistic female. We're going for just very artistic, and it's not finished yet. It's 6 o'clock, so it starts at 6:30.
And nobody shows. Joy don't show up on time.
Don't tell all my secrets. Yeah.
Scratch that.
Yeah. I should be on time. I've got a new publicist, you guys. She's incredible. And she's been working it. And she got me this red carpet event, which is really great. I mean, she invited me. It's nice because she is a local Hollywood publicist. And I'm doing a lot more things locally in Los Angeles. Normally I travel so much, and I'll be in DC. I'll be in New York this year.
I'll see that.
I'll be in London. Ooh.
Like glitter though.
Oh, that's glitter. Oh yeah. But doing some LA stuff is really fun too when I'm here. It's my birthday on Wednesday, and it's gonna be so fun. So this is 30 minutes into it. 30 minutes. And look at this creation. May the blessings be, guys. MAGA. Thank you, Natasha. You are so cute. Queen of the MAGA tribe. Love you guys. You guys are awesome. Joy Villa, would you ever go vegan?
She is vegan.
Tyrone, I've been vegan for 13 mother flipping years. Heft, man.
I'm like, what?
For helvete. Right? For helvete. How do you say it in Swedish?
For helvete.
For helvete.
I think the only difference, there's a difference, but is the Swedish is more angelic when you speak. It's not as harsh.
Yeah, that's true. I like it, and it's cute. It's like cutesy. Like, I am Swedish. I speak like this. It's not like Swedish. I speak like this. Swedish people talk like that. Danish people talk a little bit. It's really, I can't do a Danish accent. I can do that Swedish comedic, you know, I'm Swedish chef. But see, Danes don't laugh at themselves. Swedes can laugh at themselves.
Yeah, gotta have a humor.
Danes are so serious about it.
What's so serious?
What's so serious? I need to get sponsored by this company. Just bathe me in it.
Give me more. Give me more.
That's a Swedish song.
Yeah, Little Mermaid.
Oh, she's just speaking Swedish. She wasn't even singing. That's just how you speak Swedish. Nichole's actually an amazing singer too, obviously.
But I'm just successful at hair and makeup.
Mm-hmm. Do you mix up your meals or do you try to stick to a few foods? I love this. When your husband's mad, does he speak his language? Oh, this is great. You know what? Thank you, guys. I got to answer both of these questions. First of all, I mix up my vegan foods. I make my own foods, but I also stick to some of the favorites. Honestly, it depends on what my goals are. When I'm trying to stay extremely lean and get more muscle tone and basically on my bodybuilding grind, which I am on right now, I eat extremely cleanly. Brown rice, lentils, veggie patties, with a few cheat meals. Like I went to Doomie's, which is all vegan cheat meals because we use white bread and soy patties. Oh, this is what's happening here.
It's happening.
Golden. So I mix it up, but I don't, and I had French fries, you know, vegan bacon, which is so amazing, but it's not something I eat every day. That's like the equivalent of eating, you know, a cheeseburger every day, even though it's vegan, and it is healthier than meat and dairy for sure, because you're not getting all those hormones and the crap that's in there. You're still not eating healthy nutrients. So I don't eat like that every day. My meals consist mostly of beans, rice, veggie patties from Beyond Meat, which is made with green pea protein, so there's no soy in it, and they're so tasty. And greens, like I had broccoli, steamed vegetables today, steamed broccoli, and green beans, quinoa, oatmeal, veggie patties. This is where I'm just gonna go like this, guys. So it's just a mix. Oh my gosh, we're speaking so much Swedish. I love it. Thank you, Bravo, Mike. What is he saying?
Har du berättat om affärerna i Mall och Skandinavien? Have I talked about told the story of the mall? No, I have not.
Okay, you guys, do I need to put down a fast rule here? English only. This is America.
We're speaking English. Look, I'm not even gonna lie.
Nichole. Calvin says I'm single. Both of y'all are cute. I'm single, Nichole. Ooh, Calvin Heath, trying to get my makeup artist. Trying to get up.
Calvin, what's up?
Text your pictures.
Text me your pictures. Let me see.
No big pics. Show me that cuteness.
No, so I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm that person that gets mad at people in the stores, you know, and it honestly happens a lot with people who speak Spanish, who come over here that don't learn English.
Yes.
I learned English because I moved to this country.
Legally.
Legal immigrant. And I learned English because that's what they speak
without
here.
An accent. She learned it properly.
And my mom too. My mom didn't come over here until she was 17, and she speaks perfect English. I mean, granted, she has a heavy accent, but she speaks English.
She speaks English. See, that's the thing. You can't see. I love that you brought that up because I grew up in the school system in California, and when we were in New York, I was homeschooled. But in California, where the school system is overrun, and I'm not saying this on a racist type thing, but it's run by a lot of English as a second language, and it's Spanish usually, right? And I'm part Latino myself, Argentina on my dad's side. But I mean, I'm born and raised in America. My first language is American, you know, English, American English. You know, I speak a little Spanish. I speak a little bit of other things. But our school system was financing English as second language classes, which sound great, but it was just teachers speaking Spanish to other kids spoke Spanish all day. There was no English at all. These kids were not being actually taught English. They were being taught the curriculum in Spanish. How does that help these kids? Their
Learn
parents speak
English.
Yeah, and like the government is paying for this, so it's a drain. Instead of the arts, instead of the sports, instead of theater, instead of things, new books, new chairs and tables in the center, a new rec area. I mean, they're pouring money into this, and these kids were incredibly like bratty to me because they knew I was part Hispanic, but they knew that I spoke English, and they just totally, I'm going to be honest, they were bitchy kids to me. They were like, what are you? You don't really count then. We only speak Spanish in our group. They like thought that was something to brag about. And I mean, I'm 10 years old, right? So these are 10-year-olds, 9-year-olds, but that's not what we want. In America, you acclimate. If I were to move to Sweden, I would sure as hell learn Swedish.
My dad did, and he's black.
See? Black people don't learn no other languages. Shit.
Never.
They will not learn another language.
No.
You know, Africans be speaking French, Spanish, Portuguese, English, but Black Americans be like, what?
Like, you want me to learn another what? Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I speak English. Some of them don't even speak English. Shit.
Barely. I just speak Ebonics.
They speak Ebonics. They learn 2 languages. Ebonics. See, we're Black. We can say that.
Yeah.
We got Black privilege. We can talk about our people.
Yep, sure can.
She's a beautiful unicorn of Swedish and Black. So you get that "what are you" all the time, right?
My whole life, they're like, "What are you?" And I come back with a smart ass remark. I'm like, "I'm human. What are you?"
Yes, I am human. I'm from the 3rd planet from the sun. It's called Earth. 3rd rock from the sun. Well, are you from Mars? Is that why you're asking me what I am? Did you just get to this planet? It's so ignorant.
Or when people run up to me and they automatically start speaking Spanish, and I'm like, no español. And they're like, but you're Latina. I was like, no, I'm not. I'm like, and then they're like, oh, what are you? I was like, I'm Black. They're like, no.
Oh, what about when you wear braids and you don't have a tan and you're walking in a store and that guy was like, you can't wear braids. That's cultural appropriation because you're a white girl.
Yeah. So I did Joy's makeup for what the heck was it? The Oscars. No, was it the Oscars?
Yeah, the Oscars.
Yeah, the Oscars.
Right. The Oscars.
And I had my braids in. I go in the morning to get coffee and some snacks. And the guy is Asian and literally goes, why are you wearing braids? You can't wear braids. I was like, why?
He's Asian.
I was like, why? He's like, because you're not Black. I was like, I am Black. And he's like, no, you're not. I'm like, yeah, I am. We come in all shades. Just saying.
I can't believe, I mean, the nerve of people. See, this is what the social justice warrior culture has produced. That you can call people out for stealing looks, that you have to be a certain color to wear something. I don't believe in that. It's cultural appreciation. Listen, if I wear something from another country, I'm appreciating it. As long as I'm not making fun of those people, like, oh, look at me, I'm Japanese, geisha girl, ching chong chong. You know, I'm not being disrespectful. Watch that, it'll be on CNN tomorrow, just that part. Joy Bello, racist. Ching dong chang. No, I mean, as long as you're not making fun of the culture. But if I go to Japan, and this discussion has been online where someone was trying to defend, I saw this great thing where someone was like, you can't wear Japanese headdresses because it's disrespectful. You can't dress as a geisha, it's disrespectful. And this Japanese person, it was a white person telling another white person this, right? And this Japanese person got on the thread. This was on, I think, Tumblr. And she's like, excuse me, I'm from Japan, born and raised. I think it's an incredible gift when other people borrow things from our culture. It shows that you want our culture, especially if you're American, because we love American things. And when we see other people dressing as geishas, as long as you're not being disrespectful, right? Obviously, I mean, but if you're wearing like some Japanese headpiece in a music video or whatever, I mean, they get on people for wearing like headdresses and headpieces. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. I want people to wear African and Latin things. I think they're beautiful. I think everyone, this is what I hate. I wear bright colors. And when white people go, oh, I wish I could wear that, but I'm not of color. I'm like, wait, what? You know, I'm wearing like, this is Polynesian, this is Swedish, I'm like wearing stuff from all other people's cultures because we are a worldwide race. We're all one race. We're human race. We have different cultures. We have different colors. But if you're telling me you can't start crossing other lines and wearing other things, there is no reason for fashion. There is no reason for existence.
It's really funny. When I first moved to America and I went to school, obviously I dressed like a Swede. And what we wore back then was tight pants that went into bell bottoms with a skirt that matched it, a short mini skirt over the pants.
Oh, wow.
And I had them in like 20 different colors, the same set, but in different colors. And so I always wore it, and everyone made fun of me. They were like, why are you wearing skirts with pants? Like, you know what I'm saying?
That never blew up over here. I saw them though.
Yeah, and that was like my major fashion. Like, I loved it. I was like,
practical.
Yeah, and everybody made fun of me, and I'm like, this is my style. I'm sorry. Like, this is from my culture and my country. This is how we dress over there.
Yeah.
You know? So
exactly.
But what I do love about my culture and in Sweden, we're very accepting of all cultures.
That's beautiful.
So like, we're rated top 3 country in the world to live in.
Ooh. And there's people from all different.
It's very mixed now because Swedish women love Black men. So now there's a lot of us mixed children.
Oh, I mean, gosh, how gorgeous. You got the Swedes and the Blacks mixing. You got them Blacks and them Swedes mixing up them colors, making them swirlies. Swirlies. It's called swirlies.
I call my race a mutt. I just have a bunch of stuff mixed in. Okay.
I have to say, I have to correct you though, because when people say I'm a mutt, I always say, and it's not to you, but I love it when like white, and no offense to white people, I'm gonna get real, but people go, I'm a total mutt. I'm Swedish, French, Norwegian.
I'm like, that's not a mutt. I was like, you're just
Danish, Scottish,
European.
Irish, British, American. Like, you're just white. You're European, and that's okay. That's beautiful. And those are all, especially if you go, I'm Danish,
they're
Swedish,
all white.
Norwegian, British, and Scottish, and Irish. Those are all the same people. They just kept on traveling. Traveling, raping, making more babies, killing, pillaging. I'm sorry, that's what happened. That's like saying you're not. That's like saying I'm mixed too. I'm a mutt. I'm from Ghana. I'm Ghanaian, Nigerian. I'm like, you're African. I mean, it's like I'm mixed. I'm from Texas, California. I mean,
you're American.
You're American. You're American. I mean. I just have this problem because every time someone finds out my mixes, and it's not like I make a big deal about my mixes because people ask, right? They always want to know. We're just humans to ourselves. They're like trying to jump on that mixed train too. Like, yeah, mixed girl magic, Swedish and Norwegian. I'm like, what?
Like, that's the same thing.
Danish and Swedish, like 20 minutes difference is like, no, Mexican and Canadian, hashtag mixed chicks. Like, what? No, but I just, that always gets on my nerves because I'm like, everyone's trying to be mixed. When like 5 years ago, mixed people were getting the most hate. We still get hate. We get hate from the Black community.
From the white community. From every community. So
we're not Black enough. We're not white enough to be white. We're not Black enough to be Black.
Well, okay, that's like the whole thing with Black Panther. Black Panther, I hold very, very dear to my heart.
Love that movie. And
I always expressed it, just like I was a big advocate of Black Lives Matter, and people literally come on and they'd be like, you're not Black enough for that. I was like, what does not Black enough mean?
Yeah. Isn't that your whole point of your activism, is that you're trying to get all races to join together?
Yeah. It's not just about Black. It's about all of us and being accepting and all of us being on the same level.
Exactly.
There's no division.
Exactly. I mean, my politics, and everybody knows, like, I don't support the Black Lives Matter movement in themselves, like the group, but I support what it originally was supposed to be started for, which was embracing Black culture and increasing awareness.
And not treating Blacks differently, that we're equal.
Absolutely. I feel like it's gone too far. I mean, I'm very vocal about that. And we're not going to go into too much politics because I know Nichole is a very vocal supporter. And that's why you can have friends who think differently, you guys. It's okay, But I've talked to Black Lives Matter activists, and I'm like, well, I I take issue with this violence part or this thing or the fact that you're not talking about this. And they were like, well, you don't even count. You're not even black. Same thing. And I'm like, wait a second. You're destroying your whole idea, your whole movement. That's why I'm like, I shed off all these titles. Yeah, I'm this, I'm that, and the other, but that's not what matters. We are people in the end, right? It's like if you're going to identify, if you're going to have this identity-based politics, you're already in a crapshoot. If your whole identity is based on the body that you're born into, you're already screwed.
When I was in high school, a lot of the dark-skinned black girls hated me, and then the same thing with like some of my like white and Asian. But my group was very diverse. We were all different nationalities.
What people don't talk about is the colorism within the black and brown communities. There's a lot of colorism. Yeah. And I don't believe that comes from white people because they have no idea. They have no clue. When I see most white people, like it depends on where I go, but a lot of people just see me as black. And some people say you're mixed. But when I see some black people, they'll be like, oh, you're mixed. But it's sort of like, I already know where you're coming from. You know, you hear those stereotypes. You can't trust a light-skinned guy, or you can't trust a light-skinned girl. Well, or they're all trying to take our men. I mean,
I got jumped in high school by a group of girls and they were obviously dark-skinned black girls, and they said, you're stealing our men because I dated dark, beautiful, chocolate-skinned men.
She liked that chocolate.
I think their skin is so beautiful, but that's obviously not why I dated them, but that's why they jumped me. And I fought back, but I got my ass beat because it was so many of them. It was me against the
awful. The violence, that's awful.
I was like, you guys are so mean.
I mean, that is crazy. So that's why I say, like, why can't we say the truth? People are saying, Nichole, this guy's like, interesting topics. Thank you, guys. Yeah, we have a lot of fun. Bravo Mike says, love you, Joy. Have fun, ladies. This is too girly for me. Laugh out loud. Tell out face. Oh, you guys are so cute. I know. Why is it always CNN? Why do they have to take everything so literal? Exactly. All right. I'm like mashed potatoes. Exactly. Joy. I've kept a pic.
Oh my God. I love mashed potatoes.
Exactly.
They're my fave.
I'm going to have to cut this into like a section and put it just like when we talk about racial politics and being mixed in America. Because Nichole and I talk about this stuff and it is just not really accepted or talked about. I actually also have an issue of mixed people who don't have sort of this mixed awareness, like Zendaya. I love Zendaya, but Halle Berry, I love Halle Berry, but they will always be like the first black actress to do this. And I don't think you should take away their blackness, but it's like, well, she's also obviously white too. It's like if you were doing something and you're just known as the first black makeup artist to do blah, 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 right? Mm-hmm. I mean, that would be denying your Swedish culture. Yeah. Why not say the first black and Swedish or the first makeup artist to do this who comes from Sweden and she's Black American? I mean, I think it's more special when you highlight that we're mixed.
If you go to all my social media platforms, I have a Swedish flag and American flag.
See, I mean, but this is not what I don't see white Americans ever doing this to me, but I see within the Black community or even the Latino community, because for a long time, I didn't identify with my Latino heritage, my Latina heritage, because being Argentinian and Italian, I didn't see a lot of Argentinians and Italians, and I didn't speak fluent Spanish. And they would see my hair and they'd be like, but you're more like a Black girl. You know, and there's also that colorism within the Latina community.
From Stockholm.
Stockholm.
Hey.
Oh, a picture from Stockholm to show you. Oh, shoot. Can you upload it? I don't know if you can upload pictures in here.
I was home.
Chilean and Sweden. Our Saval is Chilean and Sweden. You're Chilean and Sweden?
And Swedish.
Oh, he's been begging to get our attention to say that.
Hi.
Hey. Love the wallpaper. Grandma's house, basically. No, it's my place. It's a rental.
My cousins live up in Stockholm, so I was home last year in January, and I was in Stockholm for a few days. But I'm mainly down in Gothenburg.
Yeah, Stockholm is the biggest city, right?
It's the capital.
It's the capital.
But I'm mainly, so Stockholm is like the city, and then Gothenburg is the country. I'm from the country.
Oh, you're from the country.
My house in Sweden is in the woods. And I only have 2 neighbors.
Oh, wow.
And I've known them since I was born.
See, you like that. You get away into the woods.
Oh yeah, I love it. When I'm out there, I'm like disconnected from the world because
Yeah.
my grandparents don't have Wi-Fi.
Oh my God. Oh, you living without Wi-Fi? This is a Snapchat queen. But when you know you're just going to do that. I went to Cuba and it was like that.
Why snap? But then I upload it later.
Oh, that's how you do it.
Yeah. I did the same thing at Disneyland.
Oh, yeah, because there's no Wi-Fi?
No, because I turned my phone on airplane mode because I don't want nobody to bother me when I'm at Disneyland.
Yes.
It's my happy time that I get to disconnect from the world.
Disneyland is a holy place for those
Yes, it is.
who rode.
Us Disney lifestylers.
Disney.
It's a way of life. Don't open your eyes, okay?
Yes, okay. Well, Disney lifestylers.
She'll open her eyes in a second, guys.
Yeah,
it just needs to dry a little bit.
Mm-hmm. So somebody had said that they are white, but they grew up in a black school and predominantly black school. So he said he could relate to some of the things we were saying. I mean, it really is like you're a fish out of water in a culture where people will refuse to accept you. That's what we need to get out of in America. It's not one race. It's not only one race is being pushed aside. It's just that people are pushing others aside based on fear. And any group can be victim to that, can fall victim to that. Mm-hmm. And that's why I'm like, listen, we have to get out of this. We have to start talking to others across racial divides, across cultural divides, spiritual divides. This world is becoming a more global place. And you can love your country, be proud of where you're from, while at the same time being able to talk and get an education on where other people are from. I believe in like nationalism in the sense of like being proud of where you are, where you live. Like when Nichole was saying she learned English, she acclimated to being an American, and so did her mom, and she's born in Sweden. So that's important. I mean, I would do the same no matter what country I was at. And I don't think that that's too much to ask. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't be able to talk and have communication with other countries. Like, I don't believe in this whole sort of like, just like, don't even have rules and let everyone come in and do anything and blah, blah. No, you have to have gates. You have to have borders. But we don't have to have borders in our heart, if that makes sense. Like, we don't have to have borders within our own countries and our own places. And I feel like America is falling victim to a lot of this identity politics, which is stopping people from talking. We don't have to be safe from the people in our own community. I mean, there's violence out there. We see this pushing others aside because they don't look like you. We see this clique mentality. Cliques.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's just like, it's based on fear. Ooh.
Oh, yes, Hunty.
Hunty. I look like a tiger. Look at that. I was an Oompa Loompa 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, I do makeup a little bit differently. I normally always take my clients darker and then build in the light, unless they're really, really fair skinned. If they're really, really extremely light, I take them lighter and build in the dark.
Ooh.
So I do things differently. Makeup is art. There's no rules.
Makeup is art.
Look up. There's no rules. That's why when Tokyo had never seen me do his makeup before, and then he watched, he's like, why am I so dark? I was like, you won't be dark in a second.
Yeah, you made me yellow Oompa Loompa orange. And I was like, I trust the process. And then look at this crafting.
Because I do makeup based off of flash photography.
Yes.
So I don't do makeup that looks like, it looks beautiful, but I build based off of flash photography. If I do your makeup based off of just your skin, when you hit in front of flash photography, your face is going to be white.
That's right.
So I always make you darker because then when the flash hits, it balances you out.
See, that's why she's the best.
And you just have a beautiful face to work with. So yay.
What was that, Nichole?
I said, you just have a beautiful face to work with. So yay. Makes my job a lot easier when my clients have a beautiful canvas.
Thank you, boo. Do you say that in Swedish?
Hon har ett jättefin ansikte som jag kan måla.
Oh, måla.
Which is color.
Oh. You have a beautiful face of color.
Because the translation into English, like måla, when I say like, jag ska måla mitt ansikte, is if I translate it into English, I'm going to paint my face. It's not, I'm going to do my makeup. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Okay.
I'm going to paint my face. My face will be painted. That's why Swedish people talk like that if they don't learn English properly. I paint the face with the makeup.
That's how my aunt,
That's not really
my aunt, my grandparents, that's how they all talk.
Oh my god.
When they try to speak English. They don't really speak English that
They
much.
don't really speak the English.
No.
That is, see, I can't do a Danish accent like that. And I'm married to one of those godforsaken people. I love the Danes. When I first came to Denmark, everyone would speak Danish because Torsten's mom speaks Danish. She loves me. And she's a big fan. And she follows me on Facebook. We talk on Facebook sometimes. I mean, we like each other's pictures. But she barely speaks a word of English. And she calls me Joe. She says, Joe, jag är lite dam, är det Joe? And my dad. Okay. And Torsten hates it. He hates that his mom calls me Joe. And I'm like, it's fine. It's close enough. George. He's like, Mom. And then he gets all pissed at her in Danish. Like, it's Joy. Say it right. You know, after 6 years together. I love his mom. The lifestyle out there is so different.
This way? The other way?
This way. She gardens. She's out there. I mean, it's a 33-bedroom home. It's an incredible place. But it's not. It's away from the city. Is so tiny.
Straight.
I could be there for like a week. But I need that action. You know what I mean? I need a big city. I could live in Copenhagen. Copenhagen's got that perfect mix of, it's sort of a small town feel compared to LA or New York, especially. It's European. It's beautiful. Most people speak English. By the way, is that like in Sweden? Everyone speaks English in Denmark. Do they speak?
Yeah, everyone. Yeah, they teach it from grade school in Sweden. Everybody has to speak English.
Wow. So educated. All right, I'm just gonna
versus
hide
here,
this.
it's only 2 years.
Yeah. All right, so I'm Canadian and Socialist Party. I'm gonna hide your comments because you're not playing nice. So you've been given a warning, hidden by Joy Villa. So just make sure that you don't say anything else like this. Okay. Because I'm gonna kick you out of the room if you say one more nasty thing. I'm giving you the warning right now because I will put you in a timeout.
So I'm thinking what do you think about like a pink lip or a purple lip, or what kind of lip do you guys think? How about that?
Lip? I let my subscribers pick my lip. Maybe I should get dressed.
Some lip color.
Oh my gosh, it's time to go almost. Damn.
Yeah, get dressed so that we can see.
Okay.
And then we'll choose the color.
This is what I'm wearing, you guys. Purple. See the tag on there? This. Gorgeous colors. That's my shirt. What color lip should I wear? Black.
Black?
Okay, Canadian said my bad. Yeah, thanks. Black? Nah.
I'm going to pull some colors. Oops,
I know, baby. We're leaving.
We got lost in our combo.
I know. That's what happens when you do a live.
Okay, so her outfit has royal blue, yellow, green, red, pink, purple in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I have royal blue, pink, coral, purple, and fuchsia.
Ooh.
What color should we do?
And whoever guessed properly, that was JD, I think. What was
Oh, of my nationality?
Yeah.
It's up at the top of the abs. Royal blue. Beautiful mocha lip color.
Make sure you leave a comment, whoever guessed properly, because I owe you a shout out. Mocha. Oh, I do like that red.
Middle color. This
Can't
color.
go for blue. Damn.
I like the blue.
Blue lips. You think that would work?
And you're wearing a blue top.
Got some blue in it.
It's not like blue like that though. It's like a dark blue.
It's like a dark blue. Red. I like red. Thank you.
Red. We always do red though.
I know we always do red.
We always do red.
We always do red.
Fuchsia. I think we should go with
fuchsia.
This, yeah, it's like a fuchsia.
Hey guys.
Or the purple.
Oh my gosh, the purple.
Let's see.
I never wear dark.
Between these two. That's not red, guys. That's like this one is kind of like a fuchsia hot pink purple.
Oh,
I know it looks red on there. But
so this is what I'm wearing. Should I have it open or closed? I think we'll do it kind of open, right?
Well, I guess it's kind of red, but it has like a pink hint to it. Hold on. The what?
We'll do it open. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, open.
Yeah, it's like a little bit like.
I was her stylist today.
Yeah.
I put together the outfit.
Fabulous.
Show it.
Show it. Maybe
It does kind of look red on there, but
I do love that red. That is like a red.
you want to do the red?
It's like a brick. Oh, it is kind of like a dark fuchsia. Let's
It
do
has
that
like
one.
a pink hint in it.
I think the purple will wash my face out.
Then there's this coral color.
Oh, coral might be good. Let's do the coral. What do you guys think? Coral? Purple? Blue?
Purple's getting like the most.
Purple? Damn, you guys
Let me
are
do the
wild.
blue.
You guys are wild. Blue or purple?
The blue is like a dark navy blue. It's not like a bright blue.
The blue's kind of hot, but the purple, yeah. Everyone's saying purple.
Let's go with purple.
Let's go with purple. I got to do it. I
We're
said I would
doing-
do it. Oh, we got more blues. Purple, purple, nurple, purple. Let's do purple.
Purple, purple.
Purple, nurple. Guys, don't forget to buy my Joy Vela singing pen on Amazon.